This week on my sewing journey, I've been working on a braided wreath. Now, this is an old style craft and quite fun to do. First thing you're going to do is pick out your 3 colors. Now, you do not need to use Christmas colors if you're not into that kind of thing. You can make these in other colors to match, like maybe a room decor or an event coming up. So you're going to measure out strips of fabric 2 inches wide by 29 inches long. And you need at least 3 for the braiding part. Now, if you want to do a French braid, which makes 4, you can do the 4th one, but I only did the 3. Then you'll sew along, you'll fold it in half, right sides facing together, sew all the way down your entire tube, which is 29 inches long, to get this size wreath. I had to piece this one together because I didn't have a complete 29-inch one. Then you'll turn it to the right side and stuff it with polyfill and sew the ends shut. And you'll do that 3 times. So each one of these you'll stuff with polyfill. Each one of them will be sewn at the ends. And then you have a choice. You can either take your ends, line them up, and just sew straight across, or you can put a piece of fabric over that and like bias tape, flip it up and sew over it so you have nothing there, and put a bow to cover those ends. Now, when you get the first one sewed, you'll do your braiding around, and then you'll sew the ends at the other end. So you braid this way around, and then get to this end, you'll sew it closed. The 3 together, like if you layered them 3 this way and just sewed across, or if you put the bias tape over it. And then you use a bow to cover it. Now the bow is 6.5 inches long by 2.5 inches wide. I just sewed the piece of fabric, right sides facing together, straight down. And you can pick a side and sew down that way. And then what you do is turn it to the right side, and then you tuck in your raw edges and sew your raw edges. I used a piece of ribbon in the center of mine. If you don't want to use a piece of ribbon to gather it and tie it to there, you could use the same color as a bow, or pick one of these colors and stick that on there. I hope you like this idea. I also added embellishments on here, some poinsettias, but you could do anything you wanted there. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing, and happy sewing.